Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So we had a second day of gains, and this double bottom is pretty much on its way to be hit. Just want to get that measured move in for us so we know what we're aiming for. So roughly around there. So what I'm going to do is there's two target areas that we're looking at, and those are them there. So it is 4,500 and 45.17, but 4,500 I think is the one that we need to be aiming for. Right now we are being held up with this overhead resistance, diagonal resistance. Nothing much going on, but it's been a pretty solid move, bit of consolidation and a second solid move up. And we may see a little bit of a pullback, and we'll have a look for some levels now. So if you look at the oscillators are indicating that we need to be careful. So we need some structure, and for me the structure is either sideways, and you can see how we are tracking the 155 EMA on the 3 hour at the moment. Lots of support that we've, it was resistance, would have been resistance, but we broke through it quite cleanly. So if we can flip this area into support, which is 44.39, 44.46, so let's just call it 44.40. So if we can find some support on 44.40, and that should sort of consolidate and then give us the next break up to target our upside targets. So just get down to the hour. So obviously we're looking to buy. Don't think there's anything else. There's a bit of a gap down here in the middle of the session, so that's pretty much down at 44.40. Look at my hourly oscillators at the moment, starting to ease off the top, so I would expect that just to come down a little bit more and then sort of gather some steam for its next push up to hit the measured move target. That's kind of my view at the moment, and this is a consolidation, so there's two ways to play it obviously. The one is to wait for pullback onto support. So I just want to put in another level here, because this level may also be tagged. You can see it is the 155 EMA as well. So the third level is 44.25. Pull back to 44.25, I'm definitely in long. That's the first session. The second point is anything here at 44.40 that I start seeing that is bullish, we're definitely in long, and we're anticipating a break of this trend line. So the way to do it today is pretty much on the 15 minute. As you can see, we've got, is it two gaps? Looks, no, it's just this one gap. So I anticipate that this gap should get closed. Just want to make sure. I don't think there's any other gaps here now. So I really do anticipate that this gap gets closed. So this is where I'm waiting. 44.39 or 44.40 is where I'm waiting for the first entry. If we get that, let's just get a measure of that. So somewhere around there, we have a 330 point stop loss. And let me just get my risk to reward for you here. So we have let's just call it 350 point stop loss for a 641 point gain. So basically almost a 2-to-1 risk to reward. Oh, sorry, 1 to 2. So risk 1, gain 2. So that's kind of the structure we see at the moment. So yeah, that's my view at the moment. 15-minute trade, and obviously if we see some structure on here, definitely looking to buy. That's at 44.40, and then what we're looking for is we're looking to get to up here. I don't see anything different right now. Lastly, just to close off with the weekly charts, because that is the important chart at the moment. If I just get rid of all the noise for us, you can see a pin bar, pretty strong pin bar that is forming. So, you know, a little bit more of a gain today, and you can see there is sort of a weekly level right there. Just get it. It's this pin bar here that I'm looking at. So there's a weekly level there at 44.86, 44.87 that we'll more than likely tag as well sometime soon. So yeah, that's pretty much my view at the moment. That doesn't look like it's going down, does it? So obviously today's still got to finish so that weekly bar can print, but I think the fact that we are now over this bar here, we've closed above this bar here, and that's basically a bounce off the 100 EMA on the daily, but that is now a bounce fairly decent bounce. We've got a daily close above it, so this is onwards and upwards. I think another push up, probably 4,600 is what we should be looking for still. Okay, anyway, enough rambling from me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you next week. Cheers for now.